Today I would like to share two practices. One is spirit guides and one is tehillim. And the reason for this is so that it's possible to feed these bodies. The spirit guides is feeding the mental body, right? Because there's information, and the spiritual body, and then the tehillim is feeding like the physical body, and no, sorry, not the physical body. I'm gonna say it like this: the feelings that we repress because our thoughts say don't feel that, and then the feeling that is not allowed to be expressed. So the spirit guide can guide us into, I'm not saying it's not spiritual healing, but it's spiritual healing guiding us into mental or emotional healing. Mental could be identity, but also beliefs. So emotional could be good emotions, like to feel more good and like satisfied, or to feel less gloom and doom, right? Less ruined and troubled. So we're guiding to the space in the middle between love and hate, kind of. That's what spirit guides help. That's between good and bad. And then there's also obviously what I said with the tehillim, which is more like this. It's the more direct experience that goes then into the spirit. Like it's more of an emotional, and I'm reading it from Psalms, from King David written, and they're in order, they're like numbered, and there's 150 of them, and they have meanings to the words, right? So it's like the meanings are there, and then you go back into the spirit. So from emotions and intellect, we then move back into spirit. So from one end, the spirit guides us into our emotion and intellect. And this is a type of like circuitry within ourselves. So we're going to practice both. I'm going to read a bunch that I've had in the past. I'm not saying that these are always the same spirit guides you have. I'm just going to give examples, and you'll see if any of them ring a bell. I'll see if any of them ring a bell. Or not ring a bell, but give the right information. So I'll be reading now the Psalm number 2. This is for collective expectations. It says, this psalm warns anyone trying to outwit the ways of God. It also instructs one who has reason to rejoice to tremble, lest his sins cause his joy to be overturned. Lama ragshu gayim u'umim yechdurek yisyatzvu malchei eretz v'reiznim noiste yachad ala denai v'al mashichai nanatka esmai srei semai v'nashlicha mimenu avai semai yeshev b'shemayim yischak Adonai yilag lamai az yidaber alemai ba'apai v'vacharonai yivhalemai v'ani nasachti malki al Tzion har kadshi asapra el chok Adonai amar elai b'nei ata ani hayom yodaticha sha'al mimeni ve'etna gayim nachalesecha va'achuzescha afse aretz tereim b'shevet barzel kichli yaitzer tenaptseim va'ata melachim haskilu hivasru shefte aretz ivdu es Adonai b'yira v'gilu b'rada nashgu var penyana v'saivdu derech ki Yevar kemat apai ashrei kol chaysevai. Why do nations gather and people speak futility? The kings of the earth rise up and rulers conspire together against the Lord and against his anointed. Let us sever their cords and cast their ropes from upon us. He who sits in heaven laughs. My master mocks them. Then he speaks to them in his anger and terrifies them in his wrath. It is I who have anointed my king upon Zion, my holy mountain. I am obliged to declare. The Lord said to me, you are my son, I have this day begotten you as of me, and I will make the nations your inheritance and the ends of the earth your possession. Smash them with a rod of iron, shatter them like a potter's vessel. Now be wise, you kings, be disciplined, you rulers of the earth. Serve the Lord with awe, and rejoice with trembling. Yearn for purity, lest he become angry and your path be doomed. In his anger, if his anger flares for even a moment. Fortunate are all who put their trust in him. I'm going to read maybe 4 more here. I'm reading this one from my friend's mom. You can think of anyone you want. Lama Adonai tamay berachok talim liitos batzara begavas rasha yedlak ani yitafsu b'mizmais zu chashavu ki hilal rasha al tavas nafshu. nafshay uvaitzea beirechni eitz Adonai rasha kagaiva apai bal yadrosh ein Elohim kol mizmaisab yachilu zirachav b'chal eis marom mishpatacha minegdai kol tzirirav yafiach bahem amar b'libay bal emot ledar v'dar Ashar lai bara ala pihu male umirmais v'seich tachas l'shainai amal v'aven yeshev b'marav chatzerim v'mistarim yarog naki einav lehelcha yitzpainu ya'ariv v'mistar ka'arye v'sukais ya'ariv l'chatof ani yachatof ani b'mashchai b'rishtai yitka yashuv v'nafal ba'atsumav chal ka'im amar b'libay shachas el histir panav bal ra'a lenetzach kuma denai al nesa yadecha al tishkach anavim al me ne'etz rasha Elohim amar b'libay lai sidresh ra'isa ki ata amal v'cha'as tabit laseis biyadecha alecha yazov chayalecha yasai mata hayisa aizar shivar zraya rasha bara tidresh rishuai bal timtza Adonai melech haolam va'ed avdu gayim me'artzei tavas anavim shamata Adonai tachin liba takshiv aznecha lishbait yasaim madach val yosef ait la'aretz enaish min ha'aretz. This psalm tells the wicked one's prosperity and his boasting of it until he says there's neither law nor judge. God pays no attention to the actions of mere mortals. Why, O Lord, do you stand afar? Do you hide yourself in times of distress? The wicked man in his arrogance pursues the poor. They are caught by the schemes they have contrived. For the wicked man glories in the desire of his heart, and the robber boasts that he has scorned the Lord. The wicked one in his insolence thinks he does not avenge. All his thoughts are, there is no God. His ways always succeed. Your retribution is far removed from before him. He puffs at all his foes. He says in his heart, I shall not falter for all generations. No evil will befall me. His mouth is full of oaths. Deceits and malice, mischief and iniquity are under his tongue. He sits in ambush. Near open cities and hidden places, he murders the innocent. His eyes stealthily watch for the helpless. He lurks in hiding like a lion in his lair. He lurks to seize the poor, then seizes the poor when he draws his net. He crouches and stoops. Then the helpless fall prey to his might. He says in his heart, God is forgotten. He conceals his countenance. He'll never see. Arise, O Lord, O God, lift your hand, do not forsake the lowly. Why does the wicked man scorn God? Because he says in his heart, you do not avenge. Indeed, you do see, for you behold the mischief and vexation, to recompense is in your power. The helpless place their trust in you. You have always helped the orphan. Break the strength of the wicked, then search for the wickedness of the evil one, and you'll not find it. The Lord reigns for all eternity. The nations have vanished from his land. Lord, you have heard the desire of the humble. Direct their hearts. Let your heart listen to bring justice to the orphan and the downtrodden, so that the wicked shall no longer crush the frail of the earth. I'm reading 11 now. Mamanatzeach LeDavid Badonai Chasisi Eich Taimru LeNafshi Nudi Harchan Tzipor Kihine Harasha'im Yedrechun Keshet Kainanu Chitzam Al Yeser Lereis B'mai Eifel Yeshrei Leiv Ki Hashasos Yehare Sun Tzadek Ma Pa'al Adonai Behechal Kadshe Adonai B'Shamayim Kisai Einav Yechazu Afapav Yevchuni Yivchanu b'nei Adam Adonai Tzaddik Yivchan v'rasha v'ayhev chamas sana Nafsha yamter al risha'im pachim eish v'gafris v'ruach zelafos minas kaisas Ki Tzaddik Adonai Tzedekos ahev yashar yechazu fanemai. The psalm declares that the suffering of the righteous one is for his own benefit, to cleanse him of his sins. Whereas the wicked one is granted prosperity in this world, similar to the verse, wealth remains with its owner to his detriment. For the conductor by David, I have placed my trust in the Lord. Thus, how can you say of my soul, your mountain, that it flees like a bird? For behold, the wicked bend their bow. They have readied their arrow upon the bowstring to shoot in the darkness at the upright of heart. They destroyed the foundations. What wrong has the righteous man done? The Lord is in his holy sanctuary. The Lord's throne is in heaven. Yet his eyes behold his people's probe, the deeds of mankind. The Lord tests the righteous, but he hates the wicked and the lover of violence. He He will rain down upon the wicked fiery coals and brimstone. A scorching wind will be their allotted portion. For the Lord is righteous. He loves the man of righteous deeds. The upright will bestow his countenance. Reading number 12 now. I'm having someone in mind. Think of whoever you'd like. Lamanatzeach al hishminis mizmar leDavid hashia Adonai ki gamar chased ki fasu emunim ibnei adam. Shav yidabru ish esre'ehu sfas chalakos b'lev v'lev yidaberu yachreis Adonai kosuv sei chalakos lashan. Medaberas negedailais asher amru lil shainenu nagbir sefasenu yitanu mi adon lanu. Mishar aniyim me enkas evyonim ata akom yamar Adonai ashis V'yesha yafiach lai imreis Adonai amares tahares kasef tzaruf ba'alio la'aretz mezukak shevasayim ata Adonai tishmerim titzranu min hadar zu la'ilam saviv risha'im yishalachun krum zulus livnei adam. This psalm admonishes informers, slanderers, and flatterers. For the conductor upon the 8-stringed instrument, a psalm by David. Help us, Lord, for the pious are no more, for the faithful have vanished from among men. Men speak falsehood to one another with flattering lips. With a duplicitous heart do they speak. May the Lord cut off flattering lips, the tongue that speaks boastfully. Those who have said, with our tongues we shall prevail, our lips are with us, who is master over us. Because of the plundering of the poor, because of the moaning of the needy, the Lord says, now I will arise. I will grant deliverance, he says to him. The words of the Lord are pure words like silver refined in the finest earthen crucible. Purified 7 times, may you, O Lord, watch over them. May you forever guard them from this generation in which the wicked walk on every side when they are exalted. It is a disgrace to mankind. Reading 14. For a bunch of women I danced with at Tambourine Redemption, like a circle. I ate a little piece of cake and had some water. It was very nice. I'm reading number 14. I have 9 women there and 7 verses here, so we all make it up together. Because I was the 10th woman that I can remember. There was another woman there too. She didn't really talk. Actually, there was another woman also who made the event. There might have been 14 altogether. I don't know, 13, 14 when I was there. Actually, there was a girl leaving right when I got there, so there was altogether 14. And she told me people were actually dancing, so maybe that's the direction. Lamanatzeach leDavid amar naval b'libay ein Elohim hishchisu hesivu alila ein oisei toiv Adonai mishamayim hishgif al b'nei adam. L'reis hayesh maskil dairesh es Elohim hakal sar yachtav na'lachu ein oisei toiv ein gam echad hala yadu kol pele aven eichayami achlu lachem Adonai lai kara'u sham Pachadu pachad ki Elohim bedar tzadik. Atzas ani savishu ki Adonai machsehu. Mi yitei mitzion Yeshuas Yisrael b'shav Adonai shavus amai. Yagel Yaakov Yismach Yisrael. This psalm speaks of the destruction of the 2 holy temples, the first by Nebuchadnezzar and the second by Titus. For the conductor by David, the fool says in his heart there is no God. Man's deeds have become corrupt and abominable. No one does good. The Lord looked down from heaven upon mankind to see if there was any wise man who searches for God. They have all gone astray, and they have become corrupt. There is none who does good, not even one. Indeed, all the evildoers who devour my people as they devour bread, who do not call upon the Lord, will ultimately come to know the consequences of their actions. They will be seized with fright, for God is with the righteous generation. You scorn the counsel of the lowly, that he puts his trust in the Lord. Oh, that out of Zion would come Israel's deliverance. When the Lord returns the captivity of his people, Jacob will exalt, Israel will rejoice. So now we're going to go into like the practice of spirit guides. And in this case, Bezalel, I want you to just allow yourself to be as you are. I smell a little bit, like I feel like I didn't put on perfume, deodorant. I'm wearing the same clothes as yesterday and shower, and there's like a smell. And that's coming up. And then today's a fast day, so I feel a little bit of a sense of unfolding in myself, a little more space. As I was saying that, my stomach growled. I guess I'm okay right now. We'll see what happens. God willing, I'll continue to be well. So kind of what I'm saying is just kind of come into yourself. The first thing I said was something I was kind of ignoring. Another thing was sort of what's going on, and then sort of just being. So being present, coming into the moment, into the body. Maybe the eyes are closed. Maybe the heaviness is allowed. Maybe the eyeballs can relax. And we're going to go through some names now. I'm going to say the name. And we're accepting ourselves as we are. These are going to guide us. We're accepting any emotional or mental imbalance. Whatever's coming is guidance. So this is the key, that it's coming through spirit. We did the other way. We did it from emotional and intellectual, guiding into the spirit. Now the spirit's going to guide into us. So we're going to be inspired from this practice somehow, and we're going to be open. So Bezalel. You may want to write this down. I'm going to go get my journal. Or I'm going to get a paper. So any messages you get that you need to write down, go for it. Next up, Ezekiel. Or Yecheskel. And then Maimonides. to Lubavitcher Rebbe. The Rebbe's brother, the Rayal. Rabbi Yehuda Aryalev, I believe. Or Yitzchak? Yitzchak Aryalev, something. Yosef, I'm sorry. I have to get another paper and probably turn on a light. It's kind of nice without the light right now. I was going to write them just bigger so we could see. Just making sure I got them all down. These are all the ones that I wrote. Okay, next is Rabbi Zusha. Moshe. Moshe. Solomon. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Rabbi Akiva. Saul. David. Esther. Miriam? Ashmodeus. Actually, I got nothing. Sorry, crossed out. No signal. Gabriel. Chafetz Chaim. Rebbetzin Chaim Mushka. The Maggid. Frierdiker Rebbe. Ruth. Maharal. Baal Shem Tov. Noach. Finally, Baba Sali. So let's do this practice. Doesn't look like I'll be doing a video tomorrow because it's Purim. Tonight is Purim. So this is the video for today and tomorrow. I guess it's a double portion. And wishing anybody who celebrates it a happy Purim. And hope that meditation was really nice for you. And be well. Bye.